Do you remember the time where you could do all sorts of shitty stuff to random strangers and label it as a prank?
Chair pulling service. Oh.
Run.
You look like the kind of girl that eats dick.
What do you mean I want some fucking dick?
Do you want some dick?
I thought this type of pranksters had been rightfully shamed into extinction, but a while back, a TikTok prankster caused some controversy. Now, this is for almost 2 weeks ago, and you probably have already heard about this guy who walks into random strangers' houses.
Walking into random houses, let's go! Walking into random houses.
Asks people if they want to die, or steals an old lady's dog, jumps over people's head, all for a prank.
You're jumping on Jewish people.
See, I was
right, who
jumping
are
on
already
Jewish people. Hold up, wait
Yeah,
a minute,
you
wait,
did.
no, stop.
You did.
Cool, it was a Jewish person, cool. But there was a trend going around on TikTok called 300. I've done this to numerous people, black people, white people, Asian, any types of people. I don't discriminate.
Oh, what a relief. He doesn't discriminate. He jumps over everyone equally. One of his more recent videos had something to do with GTA 6, and since I spent an absolutely healthy amount of hours talking about GTA, it caught my attention, and honestly, this actually looks as realistic as most of the GTA 6 leaks we had so far. He walks into a train's driver cabin and messes around with the controls.
How is it just... Hey, how did you get in there? Hey, let me get in here. You outside! Hey, the man, let's go! We outside! Hello, can I call the police? The people on the train!
All of that leads us to a question. Why? What would someone do all that? Endorphin rush? Social media clout? Probably both of them. Now, whether this guy has a tone for his actions or not, I'm more interested in the bigger conversation we could have here.
Whether it's hate or whatever, literally, hate brings money, hate brings likes, hate brings views. It doesn't matter. Love or hate, it still brings views.
This idea that there is no positive or negative attention, it's just all attention, I disagree 100% with that. I think if you are an individual, people are gonna remember you for the content of your character, not the amount of relevancy you had on social media. Let me explain with an example. Do you remember this guy?
Let's take you for example and me, and we both pull up and we go to your girl. Odds are I'm gonna take that bitch. If you compared me to you, you're not gonna win that battle.
Yeah, me neither. What he did might have been beneficial marketing-wise, but how are you going to remember him next time you see him? The alpha male wannabe low-tier douchebag? Is this really the mark or the legacy you want to live on the internet? Anyways, back to our dumbass. I think what this guy does is a symptom of a greater issue. This chase for fame and social media clout that comes off of a selfish, irresponsible mindset that cares about almost nothing other than the thrill and the attention it creates for the person. It's concerning. Think about it this way. In the grand scheme of things, we are relatively on the earliest stages of the internet. 40 years is not a short time, but perhaps in hundreds or maybe even thousands of years, people will look back and they would see visions of the past. They would see us. Is this a thing you want to be known by? Now, who am I to say what people should or should not do on the internet and what the internet should look like? But what this guy and the likes of him do is total degeneracy. And imagine how would the world look like if we ignored the ethical aspects of such things.
People need to understand and learn to detach social media from real life, as social media is just one big game. And Mizzy, this online persona I created, is literally social proof that society is weak and that the public is manipulated by media and swayed away from the truth so easily. Attention is seen as the purest form of generosity, and Mizzy is exactly what is wrong with this new online modern day society.
Although what he said here sounded like damage control, there is some truth to it. Yes, people should detach social media from real life, ideally. But up to what extent could that be done? In this new modern society where the social media has been incorporated into most aspects of people's lives, and it has become the bread and butter for many, especially my own generation, the Gen Z. Now, I'm not necessarily saying social media is the blight of our lives and we should reject humanity and return to monkey, though I would personally advocate for that. But we just have to understand that in such day and age, if we are going to be considered and responsible, that should also include social media and how we interact with it. Mizi is the result of the modern day social media, where attention has become a commodity, where individuals have dived so deep down into it that it has become an inseparable part of their personality. I'm not just talking about famous people here. Except maybe for a few cases, your social media personality is probably not entirely separated than who you truly are. Perhaps it shows certain aspects of your personality, and even if you try to completely detach the two, I assume people are going to remember you by your image. However, I think how much a person chooses to delve into the social media, how he or she represents him or herself, what role does social media play into the person's life, all of those are variables and could change from person to person. The point I'm trying to make here is that if we want to be responsible and considerate, it should probably be a holistic aspect of our lives. Well, that was about it. Thank you so much for listening to what I had to say. There is a lot of conversation we could have about all this stuff, and I truly appreciate you listening to my take on the matter. Feel free to comment down your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree, or whatever thoughts you have. And if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I hope to see you around. Goodbye.